أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم.
Today, we hope to extract valuable lessons from the life of Saidina Mus'ab bin Umair. Before becoming Muslim, Saidina Mus'ab bin Umair was known within the Meccan community as the most well-dressed man with the best perfumes accompanying him in his social gatherings. He was doted upon by his mother, Khannas binti Malik. But the high level of materialism surrounding him couldn't shield him from the light of truth that was shining brighter by the day in Mecca. This light came from the house of Al-Arqam bin Abi Arqam in the form of the teachings of our blessed Prophet, Sayyidina Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Mus'ab became Muslim at 20, and despite facing tribulations, in particular from his mother and the rest of the family, he would shine as one of the brightest stars in Islam, inspiring us to this day. At the age of 25, he was already entrusted by the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam to teach Islam to the Medinan community. A most interesting event was when he was confronted in a hostile manner by Usaid bin Hudair. Unflinching, Saidina Mus'ab calmly offered Usaid bin Hudair the opportunity to sit and listen to his recitation of the Quran, promising to leave if the recitation had no impact. Saidina Usaid will go on to be a Muslim, and his conversion was followed in throngs by the people of Aus of Medina. Saidina Mus'ab was one of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam's flag bearer in the battle of Badr and Uhud, which made him a natural target of the enemies. In the battle of Uhud, Ibn Qami'ah sent upon him. He severed Saidina Mus'ab's right arm, then his left, before piercing him with a spear. Through these excruciating moments, Saidina Mus'ab remained stoic and recited verse 144 from Surah Ali Imran, which meant, Muhammad is no more than a messenger. Other messengers have gone before him. If he were to die or be killed, will you then turn to disbelief? Those who do so will do no harm to Allah whatsoever, and Allah will reward those who are grateful. It was narrated from Sayyidina Khabbab bin Arad that he was buried in a state whereby there was not enough cloth to shroud his blessed body. What are some of the lessons that we can take from the life of Sayyidina Mus'ab bin Umair? 1. The importance of capitalizing on opportunities presented to us in life through the blessings of time and age. We tend to procrastinate and wait for the perfect moment to perform goodness, whereas Sayyidina Mus'ab saw every moment as a perfect opportunity to manifest goodness for others to benefit from. This was one man who, between being a Muslim and his death, had 10 years in between. But his contributions to the Muslim world extends to this very day. What about us? Isn't every day that we wake up alive and healthy an opportunity for us to craft a way forward for ourselves, our community, and the world we live in? Do we shrug responsibilities, or do we stand up and be counted by the angels? Let us revisit the times that have passed us unnoticed and pledge to make sure that those that are to come will not suffer the same fate. Secondly, the importance of certainty. We live in a calculative world where our decisions to do good is based against the personal benefits that we can derive from it. Here is one man who lived at a time of seemingly insurmountable challenges, but yet he rose above them at every turn, which was why Sayyidina Khabbab cried upon recalling the circumstances of Sayyidina Mus'ab's demise. He didn't get to enter Mecca victorious with the Prophet 5 years later. He didn't get to see Islam expand into Syria, Jordan, and Egypt, but he wasn't too concerned with the outcome, but more focused on the tasks at hand, and found honor in doing so. How many of us keep dropping opportunities to exalt ourselves before our Creator just because we were absurdly calculating the opportunity cost of doing good? Lastly, the importance of remembering Allah in abundance and internalizing it. The last words that came out from Sayyidina Mus'ab's mouth were Quranic verses. In the most testing times, the words that spurred out of our mouths will be a reflection of the comforting mechanisms that we have harnessed within ourselves. How much of Allah's compassion that comforts us in our most testing times will be most dependent on how much we remember him in our most comfortable moments. May we therefore be from amongst those that are inspired by the life of Saidina Mus'ab, especially in his remembrance of Allah, his certainty amidst chaos, and his capitalizing of opportunities presented to him in his short yet meaningful life in this world.